Hey everyone, Piano Man Chuck here. I'm back with the final review of the Nord Piano 3 today. Now, I've had this for a few months, so I am fairly familiar with it, and I love this piano. And the reason for it is because I can sit down and think to myself, what do I want to play today? A Fazioli, a Steinway, a Bechstein, a Yamaha, or something else? I have all of those choices because this is a sampling keyboard. Unlike most keyboards, this is a sampling keyboard, which is one of the reasons it's kind of pricey. Chord Chronos, that's another one, pricey, but it's also a sampling keyboard. A sampling keyboard means you can add stuff to it that wasn't there when you purchased it. Now, the Nord website keeps adding new pianos and new organs and claves and strings and just about anything you can think of to their Nord piano library and their Nord sound library. So you constantly get these free updates for life. So when you buy this, you are not limited to what it comes with, unlike most keyboards. In fact, just in the past couple of months, I got a new Steinway, I got a Royal Grand, I got a Velvet Grand. And they keep adding, and it's really cool. And if you want to hear some of those, go to the Nord Piano 3 playlist that I have on my YouTube channel, and you can go ahead and hear what all of those sound like. And for an intro to this, you can go ahead and in the same playlist, I have an intro. But this, again, this is my final review. And just to summarize, solid metal, wood side panels, painted red, of course, for the Nord traditional red. And everything you need right here is right here as a knob or a button. No need for menus. There's some small amount of menus here, but for the most part, everything you need is right here as a knob or a button. And separated into 9 sections. You've got the main section, you've got a piano section, a sample synth section, an effects 1, effects 2, and delay section, an equalizer section, an amp and compressor section, and a reverb section. And they are all wonderful. And the feel of these knobs and buttons, they are not cheap. They are definitely quality. You can tell that from the time you twiddle your first knob. All right, so what I have right now, I've got loaded the Italian Grand. Which is really cool. It's one of my favorites, although some of the newer ones have kind of replaced this as one of my favorites. The Royal Grand is one of them. So, again, this keyboard, which I pointed out in my initial review, this is a new, improved virtual hammer action technology with triple sensor technology. It is light years ahead of the hammer action that was used in the Nord Piano 2, the predecessor to the Nord Piano 3. Light years. Now, when you go ahead and compare the Nord Piano 3 with the Nord Piano 2, besides the vastly improved keyboard action, you also have an OLED display screen, much bigger than that cigarette size display that came with the Nord Piano 2 or the Nord Piano. And you have twice the memory for piano. You have 1 gigabyte for piano samples and 256 megabytes for the sample slash synth section. So when you go to the Nord website, you can download just about any piano you want. And if it's not a piano, it goes into the sample slash synth section. Now you can layer and split with this keyboard. The only limitation with this keyboard is the splits. They've got these LEDs over here that light up when you make a split, and it's only on the C's and F's. You can't pick your split point arbitrarily. It has to be one of these C's or F's that are on the LED points over here. Now, there's a good thing about that because a lot of venues that you'll play at they're going to be dark. So when you have that green LED lit up for your split point, you know exactly where that split point is, and that's a plus. And I wish I had that on other keyboards, but that's a Nord exclusive as far as I'm aware. And as far as the in and outs, got pretty much everything you need. Headphones, your main outs, your line outs, your monitor input, MIDI output for the legacy MIDI devices, USB out or USB to host, so you can hook it up to your computer and do USB that way. Sustain pedal and volume slash control pedal. Now, the nice thing about the volume slash control pedal and even the sustain pedal is both of these separate sections here, piano and sample synth, you can turn on the volume or sustain pedal for each one or both on each one of these. So if you, for instance, turn on the volume or expression pedal, as I like to call it, for the sample synth section, and you layer some strings on there, and the piano section, you just have the sustain pedal. Basically, you can play the piano and strings layered together and use that volume control or that expression pedal to control the volume of the strings, and so on and so forth. And it doesn't have to be just strings. I mean, it can be tremolo, pan, ring modulator, or wah-wah. All of those can be controlled with the expression or control pedal. So basically, really, I can't recommend this enough. This is one of my favorite pianos, and I tell you, it has really lended well to my creativity. Whenever I want to create something, what do I want to play today? Steinway, Fazioli, Bosendorfer, whatever. I pick that piano and I just start playing, and the music comes out, and I am connected with this piano and the keyboard. And all these buttons and knobs, they take a little bit of a learning curve, but once you're there, you don't have to worry. Don't like the way the velocity settings are over here? Well, it's real easy to turn the velocity settings on 1, 2, or 3, which is light, medium, or heavy. Real easy. It's a single button that does that. And just about everything else on the piano is so easy. I love it. Piano Man Chuck. Peace out. Thanks for watching.